Right, hello Michael, my name's Jay. I buy and sell on eBay. I buy big collections and sell them individually, hopefully for a profit anyway, that is the plan. As I say, basically what I do once a week is I put out a video as to what I've sold and what I've not sold and what I've sold it for. Last week was a bit of a challenging week. I don't want to sound like I'm sort of ungrateful, but it was sort of hard work. But I've decided I'm going to be sort of more positive. Even when I get one sale, it's better than no sales. So yeah, it kind of is what it is. So as I say, if you do like the videos, please give us a thumbs up. And if you've got any comments, please put them down below. And if you can, subscribe to the channel. That would be fantastic. So this is Monday sales. There's 7 in total. Really happy with what I've got. Starting off over here, I have got a a 112 VW Touareg RC car body shell. The only thing I just noticed on this is I did put in the listing there was no cracks, but I have noticed a little crack, so I will message them just to let them know that it has got a small crack before I post it out. You can't see it in here, but I have got a train. It's quite a nice train. It does need a little bit of TLC. That sold for £53. Got a DePaul, Intercity 125 coach there. That sold for £19.99. This buyer bought 2 lots of track, 8 R607s and 8 R605s. They sold for, I believe it was a tenner each. Cost on those even about a £5. Cost on that about a £5. Cost on the train, I'm going to say about 20 quid, there or thereabouts. And cost on the body shell, next to nothing. I've got a couple of Engage coaches in there. You can see them there. They're 4-wheel coaches. They sold for £17. Cost on those about a £5. Then got a mainline chemical wagon there. That sold for £11. Cost wise on that probably about 4 or 5 quid. Then we got a Eurostar coach. That sold for, I think it was £17. Cost wise on that about a tenner. And then last but not least, I have a Southern, I believe this is a Hornby coach, but it's one of the newer ones, quite a rare coach. It has got some bits missing off of it, but I did disclose that in the actual listing itself. So yeah, that's sort of 8 sales I believe in total. Really happy with that. Really close to target for the week as well, which is fantastic. So I'm going to get this lot wrapped up and then I'll update on what we sell tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Tuesday. We've had a few sales come through, which is nice. These 2 were from yesterday. These are today's sales here. Starting over here, got some Hornby trams. They are regional railway. I had these for quite some time, to be fair. They have got some marks on the roof there, as you can see. Quite nice things, don't get them that often. They sold for £50. Cost wise on those about 25 quid. Got a Helter Skelter tape pack. This is a 12-pack Lost in Music. It's complete, all the tapes are in there. They're sold for £29.99. Cost wise on that about 10 to 15 quid. Had these for quite some time. You can see this got the old SKU system, so it's not even got a lottery ticket. I've been using lottery tickets for about a year and a half. These sold for £19.99. Annie and Clarabelle Hornby. Cost wise on those, going to say about a tenner. This buyer bought a Great Western train in here. I believe this is a Bachmann train. It was only a cheap one at £24.99. You can't see it in there. He's also bought a Hornby Great Western coach there. That sold for £19.99. He did message me about combining the postage. I'd have done that anyway, but that's all combined for him, so happy days on that. Not to the same buyer, but sold 2 of these. They're blue 4-wheel coaches, Caledonian coaches I think they called them. They sold, one sold for a tenner, one sold for 11 quid. Cost wise I know it's about 3 or 4 quid. Yeah, so really happy with that. As I say, gonna stay positive. Sort of one sale is better than no sales, but today I've had 7 sales. I've got a couple of others, but they're not paid for them yet, so we're not going to count them until they pay for them. So going to get these packed up and I'll update you on what we sell tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Wednesday. Had 7 sales in total. Pretty happy with that. Starting with this one, we got a drum and bass record. Feel Love. It is one-sided. It's got a bit of artwork on the back there. Had this for about a year. It sold for £20 cost wise, and that about £1, so really happy with that. Got a Hornby wagon here that sold for £8 cost wise, and about £3. He's actually one that my man normally buys, but that buys all of them, but he didn't buy this one. Somebody else bought it. Somebody else beat him to it. Got a single brick tunnel portal. There is only one portal in here. I did put that in the listing. I think the kit does come with 2 tunnel kits or tunnel portals, but this one's only got one. Anyway, that sold for £12.99 cost wise, and that a couple of quid. Got this Intercity 12543010, is it? It's a poor runner. Cost wise, and that about a tenner. It sold for £20, so happy with that. Got this Great Western 2788 train. It's in pretty good condition. It runs, it's all there. Would have had it for quite some time because the ticket number on it is green 894. I'm now on to pink, and I've done yellow since then, so I've listed what, 2,000 items since this one sold. Anyway, it sold today for 25 quid cost wise, on that about a tenner, so really happy with that. Then we got this one, which is a Crook and Greenway wagon. That sold for £8 cost on that, 2 or 3 quid. This was a good one. This is a wagon that I don't saw, sorry, a coach. It's a smaller coach, but it is a Hornby one. It has got some condition defects. That's the running number there. Not sure even what livery it is, but anyway, that sold for, I believe it was £19.99, so really happy with that. Cost wise, and that'd be about a £5. So yeah, that's Wednesday sales. Things are looking pretty good. Oh, he says as he nearly loses the coach. We'll put that like that. Anyway, that's my Wednesday sales. Going to get these packed up and I'll update you on what we sell tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Thursday, 6 sales in total today. Quite happy with what we sold, to be fair. Starting over here, got some water cranes. They sold for just £6, to be fair. They owe me next to nothing. Similar story with this coach. It has got some defects. You can see some bits of paint missing there and so forth. That sold for £8. Cost wise on that will be 2 or 3 quid. Then got this Joe F HO scale Eurostar power car. It's all there. I think there is a little bit of the aerial missing, or I forget what they're called. I always say aerial, but I'm probably wrong on that. And that sold for £30 cost wise, and that about £12. This was a good one. This is a Tamiya Mad Bull. It is for spares and repairs. There is sort of various bits missing off it and so forth. It's untested. I bought these I bought that along with the cars that I've got up there that I'm still yet to sell. The couple of body shells that I've sold recently. I sold the body shells, I think, in total for, one was £41, one was £15. Then I've sold this car today for 50 quid. So what's that? It's about £100. I paid 50 quid for the lot. I've got those 2 cars up there left, and I've got a Tamiya, what's it, a midnight, no, not a midnight pumpkin, is it? Yeah, something along those lines. Anyway, I'll show you that because that will be for sale soon anyway. So yeah, happy with that. Got 8 or 5 tapes there. They sold for £8 cost wise, and those would be about 3 or 4 quid. Then this is a rotor start for a nitro remote control engine. It's got a battery in there. That sold for £25 cost wise, on that probably about a tenner. So yeah, they're the sales. Happy with those. Going to get these packaged up, got my labels sort of printed off, ready to rock and roll, and then I'll update you on what we sell tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Friday. Really happy with the way the week's turning out. I'm on target. I think I'm at about 450 quid with 2.5 days to go, so yeah, really happy with that. Starting over here, got one of these Hornby W14574 wagons, sold to the guy that I normally sell these to. That sold for £8 cost wise, and that about 3 quid. This is a really good one. Drum and bass record. What the time you have the Dread, I think it is, Dead Dread remix from 1994. This record is 29 years old, and I'm sure some of us sort of remember that from our sort of teenage years. So yeah, that sold for, I think it was £15 cost wise, and that about 3 or 4 quid. Got the Edge tape pack here. This is a 6 tape pack, quite a rare thing. Again, drum and bass, got some real big DJs in there. This sold for £49.99, cost on that about a tenner. So yeah, that was really good. Then got some of these N-gauge buffer stops by the looks of it. There's 3 of them in there. They sold for about £8 cost on those. They would have been a chuck away, so I'm going to say nothing on those. Got a 5S LiPo battery here. This is a really strange one. 5S you don't use a lot in remote control cars and so forth. Something like either 2, 4 or 6 or 8S or 12S or whatever it may be. But this is a 5S battery. This come with a car that I bought. I'm gonna say when I started doing the YouTube, I paid 130 quid for the car with the electrics, with the remote and all sorts, and I'm well into profit. This sold for 27 quid, and this will owe me next to nothing, so this is all profit. Happy with that. Then last but not least, got a mainline wagon. It's a coal wagon by the looks of it. Part number is 37133. That sold for £11, and again cost wise on that be about 3 or 4 quid. So yeah, really happy with that. Staying positive. I've got a pick up on Sunday where I'm picking up 6 train sets locally, so that give me plenty of stock. I've got about I think 45 listings in my listing bank, so I don't have to buy anything for at least a couple of weeks after I bought those. Be nice to get some money back in the bank, as I always say, but I keep on buying stuff when I see it and it's cheap and I think there's a profit in it. So yeah, that is what it is. Going to get this lot packed up and I'll update you on Saturday. That'll be Sunday. That'll be a Saturday and a Sunday roundup. So I'll see you then. Cheers. Right, so hello and welcome back. It's now Sunday. Really chuffed with the way the week's gone, to be fair. Made target with a week to go, so yeah, happy days. Got 12 sales in total. Starting over here, got a Hoabayer Hyper 7 chassis. This is new, but it does have some scratches from sort of being in storage and so forth. That sold for $39.99. That's going international. Got one of these Hornby ovals. Sorry, cost-wise on that, a friend of mine actually chucked it in with a purchase that I bought off of him. So I'm going to say next to nothing on that. Hornby oval with a point in there as well. That's over $29.99 cost-wise, and that about £12.50. 10 Hornby R606 tracks. They sold for £9. Cost-wise on those, about 4 or 5 quid. As I say, I don't earn a lot out of track. You can't see it in there. I'll try and hold it up there, but there is a little N-gauge shunter. It's untested, it's in poor condition. I sold that for £18 cost-wise, and that about 3 or 4 quid. Got this Shell wagon, gauge Hornby wagon, that sold for £7 cost-wise, and that about 3 or 4 quid. Similar thing on these, some more R600 track, 10 of them £9. So yeah, happy to get them out the door. Cost-wise on that, again, you know, a £5 there thereabouts. Got this One Nation tape pack that sold for £23 cost-wise, and that about 10. This one is complete, I believe. Got a mainline wagon there, one of many wagons that I've got behind me and up there as well. This sold for, I believe it was £8 cost-wise, and that again about 3 or 4 quid. Don't earn a fortune out of the wagons, but happy to get the money in when it does come in. Got an Innovation tape pack. That sold today for £17. It's not a very good one. It's I think it was recorded in Germany. The gentleman emailed me to say have I got any other tape packs, to which I replied with a picture of all of these. I weren't being sort of big-headed or anything, just to say yeah, I've got a few in there. And he was amazed at how many I had. Anyway, he had a good look through. He didn't buy any more, but he said he might come back in the future to buy some. Got these Hornby liveried 125s. Do really well with these, if I'm honest with you. I've got a dummy and I've got the power car there. I sold these for £84. Cost wise on those will be about, I'm going to say 30 to 40 quid dependent on who's asking. Yeah, happy to sell those. That was first thing this morning, so that got my day going. And then I've got these two, I believe they're mainline wagons, GWR wagons. See them a bit better there. They sold for £14. And then finally this buyer bought 2 lots of 6 buffer clips off me, or buffer stops, whatever you call them. They sit at the end of the track to stop the train coming off of them. Following on from my feedback, I've got 6 neutral feedbacks, as you know, 1 negative, the rest are all positive. I'm actually going to be putting these into my purchases, basically in a nutshell, thanking them for their order and just letting them know that if they have got a problem, they can reach out to me via the message the seller on the actual listing. Because I think some of it's down to not understanding that if they have got an issue, they can actually reach out to me and I can fix it, because ultimately the eBay sort of feedback scenario won't fix problems, where I can fix problems if they actually let me know there is an issue. Anyway, enough of me rambling on. That's my sales. Yeah, chuff with it. If you do like the videos, please give us a thumbs up, and if you could subscribe to the channel, it would be fantastic. If you are new, I think looking at my stats, the amount of people that watch the videos that aren't subscribed is huge compared to the amount that are subscribed. And talking about subscribers, I will look at doing a bit of a competition soon, a bit of a giveaway. I'm picking up, I think it's 6 train sets tomorrow. I think I previously said about that. I might hold one of them back for like a 500 subscriber giveaway, but as I say, I'll mention that more in sort of forward or future video, should I say. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you next week. Cheers.